Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another Minnesota Twins game review. And guess what? We got another win. But first, the other thing. Well, one, Justin Verlander threw a no-hitter. That's pretty cool in baseball. But two, Cleveland lost. So it can't get any better right now. I think we are 5.5 games up. I think. That's what somebody said yesterday in the comments. I think it was Tim. Thank you. That's pretty good. Now, don't get me wrong, I think we're going to win the division. I think we are the better team, especially with a couple of injuries that have happened to Cleveland recently, and especially since they got swept by the Rays. I mean, they might not even make the wild card. It is really possible. I'm not sure who they play next, but we get Boston, and Boston's tough in Boston. So if we lose a couple of games, they lose. Boston's in the mix. Now Oakland's in the mix. Guess what? They might not even make the wild card. They're in the second place wild card right now, and Oakland is half a game back. But, of course, we're talking about the Twins. We're going to win the division anyways. Unfortunately, we might have to face the Astros, which they threw a no-hitter yesterday. This is going to be interesting. But we are a good team, and we've proven we don't even need Bombas anymore. We are just a single squad. How about that? We are 32 games above 500. 84 and 52. Now that is really, really good, especially considering how bad of, the last 2 months we've really had. I mean, think about it. We were playing 500 baseball from June, July, and August. But then the second part of August, we really stepped it up. Of course, beating up on bad teams. That's what we need to do, right? And that's what we've done versus Detroit. Yes, we took a loss yesterday. It's hard to do. It's hard to win when you give up a 7-run inning. That's understandable. And of course, you would have liked to take the win, but it's a good bounce back then, right? You're not going to win every game. So, what do? We beat up on Detroit today. Again, no home runs needed. We won 8-3, 12 hits. I think 11 of them were singles, if I'm not mistaken. We only had one double, and it was Luis Arraez. How about that? That is impressive baseball. Almost every single hit went to the opposite side of the field. That is good baseball. And when we can do that, that is how you're going to win games. So, let's start things out in the second inning. We did get the win 8-3. We had 12 hits. They had 8 hits. So, if you want to go through the checklist first, did we win? Yes. Biggest check mark of the game, of course. That's what really matters. 2. Did we score more than 6 runs? Yes, we did. Did we hold them to 6 runs? Yes, we did. Did we score first? Yes, we did. Did we out-hit them? Yes, we did. Did we make an error? No, we did not. Did we hit a home run? No. I guess I'm just adding things to the list, but we pretty much did every single thing right. Pineda pitched really well. We beat up on Turnbull. I mean, this is good. This was a great game for the Twins. So, let's start in the second inning because this is where we blew it open, and this was pretty much all we needed for the rest of the game. We scored 5 runs in this inning. So Jake Cave started things off in the top of the second with a single. That's not true, actually, because Miguel Sano walked. He's the one who scored them. Miguel Sano walked. Luis Arraez doubled. So our double did come in this inning, and it did come with 1 out. Eddie Rosario was the first man out. He grounded out on the first pitch, but then Miguel Sano took a full count walk. Luis Arraez doubled. Jake Cave singled 2 of them home, both of them home, of course, because of the double it put him on second and third. Then Astudillo got hit by a pitch. That kind of looked intentional, not going to lie. Then Castro singled the other direction. Kepler lines out. But Polanco, he goes the other way. Cruz goes the other way. We led 5-0. Are you kidding me? That were all singles except for Luis Arraez's double, but that didn't score anybody. It was single, 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 single that scored people. 5 singles that scored people, 6 hits, 2 walks. And Eddie Rosario, that really stinks. He was the guy who made the first out and the last out. So not very good there, but you know what? It's fine. When everybody else steps up, you can have a guy who has a bad game, right? You can have a guy that struggles a little bit, that makes the first and third outs of an inning, and you're going to be okay. In the 5th inning, we also scored. We just scored 1 run. It was Luis Arraez singling again because he's such a beast, and then Williams Astudillo, he singles him home. That was really good. It was 6-1 at this point. We also added 2 runs in the 8th, which I'm not going to lie. Not that I was scared because we had like an 8-2 lead, but or a 6-2 lead at some point, 3, I don't know. But they did come back a little bit. In the bottom of the 7th, they had 3 runs. We had 6, but in the top of the 8th inning, we really settled in again and got 2 more runs. Ostadio was hit by a pitch again. Then with 2 outs, we had 3 consecutive hits. How often have I told you how important 3 consecutive hits are? And they were all singles. So Polanco singles, Cruz singles, and Rosario singles. So we got it back. And of course, that put us up 8-3. That was it. That was all we needed today. And we got the wins. I mean, we scored as many runs as they did hits. So that's pretty good. But if you look at the box score, it wasn't great. I mean, like Cruz had a really good day, Arraez had a good day, and Cave had a good day. But everyone else, it's just kind of mixed in there. And it just happened that everyone hit the ball when they needed to, right? Like I've said in the past, sometimes you have the first, 6 guys who have, done really well, but they're all in different innings. That's not good. But when you can get, 4 or 5 hits crossing the board, that's how you're going to be effective. So you look at Kepler. He went 0 for 3 today with a walk. Didn't he get hit too? I don't know. But he drew a walk, 0 for 3. Wade came in. He went 0 for 1 with a run. That's good for him that he got to come in, though. Polanco, 2 for 5. He scored and drove in a run. Cruz, 3 for 5. 2 RBIs and no runs. Rosario, 1 for 5. It had that big insurance run in the last inning there in the 8th. Had an RBI. Sano, 0 for 3, but he still had a run and 2 walks. Good for him there. Arraez, 2 for 5, 2 runs. Cave, 2 for 5, 1 run, 2 RBIs. Buxton got to play center field. That was really good. Ostadio, 1 for 2 with a run and a RBI. And then Castro, 1 for 4. I mean, all of these guys. It was actually pretty solid. Besides Sano and Kepler, almost everybody got a hit, but it was just like it happened in consecutive innings, right? It happened in consecutive at-bats in the same inning. That's what's good. We were 7 for 12 with runners in scoring position today. When was the last time you heard that? And it was basically the second inning, I'm not going to lie. But we really put the pressure on them early. We still left 9 guys on base. So they were 3 for 10, left 6 guys on base. They just didn't have a good game. But you know who did have a good game? Michael Pineda. Now, this guy has been our ace, basically, for probably the last month, at least. And he went 6 innings today. That's all we need from him. I mean, how many pitches did he throw? 84? Goodness sakes. That's great. 52 or 62 were strikes. My bad. 62 were strikes. 84 pitches. He gave up 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 9 strikeouts. That is a season high 9 strikeouts, ladies and gentlemen, and 1 walk. Then we got to see Dyson, who did struggle. He gave up a home run. That was it. And walked a guy, I should say. But Romo finished his job, struck out 1 in his 1 inning of work. And then Brusdar Graterol, there we go. He made his major league debut today. And he went 1 inning, struck out 1, and gave up 2 hits. So very good for him that he was able to get into this game and do well. I mean, the guy throws heat. He threw 99.6 miles an hour. We know he can throw more than that. Maybe nerves, maybe just trying to get the ball over the plate. I mean, I don't care what the reasoning is. He did good today. And the reason, I don't want to say we won, but the reason I feel confident that the Twins put him out there was because of the lead, but he shut it down. He could have just thrown fastballs down the middle and they could have teed off on him, but he was able to locate. He did well. They just got a couple of hits off of him. Again, maybe some nerves, maybe, a couple other things, but that's pretty great. That is pretty great for him to, throw 4 games in AAA and then come up to the majors and throw a scoreless first outing. Very good. And it helps when you throw 100, 101, 102, 103. So that was really good. I'm so happy that he made his major league debut. Buxton's back. Hopefully he can stay healthy. And we had a very, very good game. Now, I want to know what you guys think because we get Detroit one more time. Of course, we should win. And I don't know who Cleveland plays. Who does Cleveland play today? Do they have an off day maybe? I got to go to September 2nd. Cleveland gets to play the White Sox. Okay, at home. So, well, we'll see if the White Sox can play spoiler, but either way, we get Detroit one more day, and then we get Boston. I think if we can win 1 or 2 in Boston, we'll be okay. If the White Sox can win 1 and maybe even 2 against Cleveland, I think that'd about do it. Yeah, I think we're 5.5 games up. We're pretty solid, but we do have to play them 6 more times. not over yet. We do have to play Washington and Boston as well, so it's going to come down to the stretch here, but I feel very confident, especially when our team is hitting singles and winning, right? No home run needed today. Very, very good. It helps when everybody's in on the action, hitting RBIs too, so very, very good. I'm excited to see where this goes today and then into tomorrow and so on down the stretch. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.